It's the book of Acts, chapter 2, verses 19 through 20. And I will show wonders in heaven above, and in the signs and in the earth beneath, blood and fire and vapor of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood, before the great and notable day of the Lord come. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Allah Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Harakah Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace and blessing and salutations to the elect men who continue to push this true gospel throughout the four corners of the earth in these last days. Shabbat Shalom, Makim. Shabbat Shalom. All right. The Most High's name is Yahweh, meaning he exists, and his son's name is Yahweh Shai. He is the Savior. He is the deliverer. He is the Redeemer. Okay? So it's the video, the topic of the video that I'm going to do is called Lunar Eclipse, June 5th, 2020. Lunar Eclipse, June 5th, 2020, from an article that I have. All right? So in the article it states, I'm going to make this a quick video. All right? It says second lunar eclipse of 2020 to occur on June 5th. All right? The second of four lunar eclipses of 2020 is expected to occur on the intervening night of 5th and 6th of June. Okay? And the Most High said what? He was going to give us signs upon his return. Okay? Going back to the first book of Genesis. All right? The 14th verse. When he's going to give you the signs in the heavens, man. All right? So let's get that. The book of Genesis, chapter 1, and verse 14. And I'm going to read it verbatim. And God said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night. And let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and for years. Okay? Let them be for signs, for seasons, for days, and for years. These are the signs in the heavens. These are end times prophecy. Okay? And they're all leading to what? Cataclysmic events. Okay? Great death. Okay? Famines, plagues, pestilence, wars and rumors of wars. Okay? Storms. You got a storm that's headed to Louisiana where I'm at right now. Okay? So let's continue back in the article. All right, it says, according to time and date, the lunar eclipse will be visible in much of Europe, Asia, Australia, Africa, Southeast, South America, Pacific, Atlantic, Indian Ocean, and Antarctica. Okay, only in those continents, in those areas, okay? It will not be visible in North America. Okay? Signs of the times. All right? Continuing on, it says the eclipse will begin from the 5th of June at 11:15 p.m. It will continue to June 6th at 2:34 a.m. The maximum eclipse will be visible on June 6th, 12:54 a.m. The total duration of the eclipse is 3 hours and 18 minutes. The book of Joel. Joel, the second chapter. Joel 2. All right. Well, let's get Joel 2. And let's start at verse 28. And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh. Your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, which we're doing. Okay, beginning with the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and to the elect who scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, we prophesy. The signs of the time with these blood moons, solar eclipses, signs in the heavens. This is prophecy. All right? Your old men shall dream dreams, and your young men shall see visions. And also upon the servants and upon the handmaids in those days will I pour out my spirit, and the Most High Spirit, through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, is upon this earth. Okay, he is making that visit upon this earth. That's why you're seeing all this chaos taking place upon this earth, and it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse upon our Lord's return. Okay? And he only came for the children of Israel, of Yasha'Allah, the so-called Negroes, so-called Latin-speaking people, so-called Mexicans who make up the real 12 tribes of Israel. Yasha'Allah, which means the sons of power. Okay? That's it. Verse 30. Joel 2 and verse 30. And I will show wonders in the heavens and in the earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke. And what have been happening all over the world? Fire been everywhere. Smoke been everywhere. Through these riots and everywhere. Through these wildfires, man. Okay? Ultimately leading to what? The thermonuclear fire that's going to hit America and destroy it off the face of the earth. Okay? That's prophecy. All right? Joel 2 and 31. The sun shall be dark, shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood before the great and terrible day of the Lord come. All right? So upon his return, the skies are going to be lit up with vapors of smoke. Sun is going to be darkened. Moon is not going to give its light. Okay? And it's going to be what? Through what? Through the thermonuclear missiles. And when Yahweh Shah comes on his chariot, which the world knows is a UFO, a so-called UFO, okay? It's going to block out the entire firmament of the heaven. All right? Okay? So it's back into the article. It says, the moon is above the horizon during the lunar eclipse, and if the weather conditions are good, people in New Delhi, that's a country, will be able to see it completely, the reporter said. A lunar eclipse takes place when the earth comes between the sun and the moon. The earth's shadow blocks some of or all the sun's light from reaching the moon during this process. And that's how we know the times of the season, man. That's how we keep the Passover, okay? The Shabbat, which is the Shabbat right now on day 15, according to the lunar calendar, okay? As I just read in Genesis 1 and 14, the signs in the heaven, okay? Not on the Gregorian calendar, okay? It's all according to the scriptures, man, the signs in the heaven, all right? Get a quick precept with that. All right, yeah. Sirach and the Apocrypha. All right. All right, that was Sirach 43. Yeah, Sirach in the Apocrypha, King James Version Apocrypha, the book of Sirach, Ecclesiasticus, chapter 43, and verse 6. He made the moon also to serve in her season for a declaration of times. You can't get much clearer than that, man. And it says, and a sign of the world. Verse 7. From the moon is the sign of feast. I just said that about how we keep the high holy days. Feast of Tabernacles, Day of Atonement. Okay. Feast of Unleavened Bread. A light that decreaseth in her perfection. That's how we know the signs and the times, man. Because we have new moons and you have full moons. Okay. The new moon is when you cannot see the moon. Okay. And it increases leading up to what? The full moon. So when the full moon comes in, the light decreases, as I'm reading, back to the new moon. Okay? Beautiful. So Sirach 43 and verse 8. The month, in the new moon means month. Okay? Abib in the Hebrew. The month is called after her name, Khan, increasing wonderfully in her changing. That's how you get the different levels in quarters of the moon. Okay? From knowing, look, this the first quarter, this the next quarter, this the next quarter, increasing leading up to the full moon. Being an instrument of the armies above the firmament of the heaven, the Alahayim, the holy angels, which created these things. And Lord willing, we were with Yahweh Shah and the Alahayim, okay, to create these things, the firmament in the heaven, in the beginning. Okay? Dating back to Genesis, the first chapter. Shining in the firmament of the heaven. That's why we don't need these stoplights and street lights for light, man. You have the moon. It says it's what? It's shining in the firmament of the heaven. That's why Esau, the so-called white man, okay, changed the times. Dating back to Daniel 7 and 25. Let's get that. All right. We eat the whole roll over here at Great Millstone. All right. Not just a little bit. We want the whole thing. All right. I'm going to prove it to you. It's the book of Daniel, proving how the so-called white man, these elite bankers, the Rothschilds, okay, Rockefellers, is how they did these things when they came into power. The earth was given to the hand of the wicked. Job 9 and 24. It's Daniel 7 and 25. And he shall speak great wonders against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws. Got daylight time and all these other times and everything, daylight saving time. Okay, change the times, man. All right. And they shall be given into his hand, and until a time and dividing of time. Okay, that's how Yahweh gave this devil this power like this to create these different times and laws and everything like that, man. Okay, so back into the article, it says, all right, there are three type of lunar eclipses: a total lunar eclipse, partial lunar eclipse, and a penumbral lunar eclipse. A penumbral lunar eclipse occurs when the moon moves through the faint outer part of the Earth's shadow. In June this year, is popularly called the strawberry moon eclipse. Strawberry moon eclipse is 50% of the moon expected to pass through the Earth's penumbral. Okay, the next two lunar eclipses of 2020 will be on 4th and 5th of July. And that's beautiful. How y'all gonna be out there celebrating your 4th of July, and upon that same day and that very night, the Most High, through the spirit of power, Yahweh, through Yahweh Shah, to the holy angels, is going to deliver a blood moon on your wicked holiday. Okay? And July, okay, 4th and 5th, and on November 29th and 30th will be a penumbral lunar eclipse. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 24. All right, 24 and verse 29. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah return is very imminent. These are signs in the heaven. Okay? Great death is coming to this place. And it's going to get worse. There are going to be more solar eclipses. You got another solar eclipse happening in the month of June this month. I think it's on the 21st. Okay? Happening simultaneously. All these things are happening. The Most High has shortened these days for the elect's sake. Okay? And that's in the book of Matthew, the 24th chapter. All right? So like I said, I didn't want to make this video too quick. Straight to the point. Okay? It's a blood moon happening tonight. Okay? But it won't be seen in North America. All right? It'll be throughout the vast parts of over there in the so-called Middle East. All right? So with that, I'm going to face the east. According to Daniel 6 and 10 and Ezekiel 8:16. Giving all infinite honor and glory and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakah Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace and blessing and salutations to the elect men who continue to push this true gospel throughout the four corners of the earth. Shabbat Shalom. One more precept. It just came to mind. The Spirit. It's the book of Revelation. Chapter 6. Chapter 9. I think that's chapter 9. Yeah. Chapter 9. And verse, let's get Revelation 9 and, what is that, Revelation 6? I think that's Revelation 6. Yeah, Revelation 6. The book of Revelation, chapter 6 and verse 12. And behold, when he had opened the sixth seal, which represents the Third World War, okay, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and that earthquake is talking about the thermonuclear missiles that's going to hit this place. All right, it's going to rock this place. It's going to feel like an earthquake, okay? And the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood. That means these missiles are going to block out through the radiation from these missiles. Are going to block out, sending that smoke up, that radiation out. It's going to just make the moon and the sun just total darkness and into blood, man. All right? Verse 13. And the stars of heaven fell unto the earth, even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs when she is shaken of a mighty wind. And this is this thermonuclear missile that's coming to this place from all these other nations, from Russia, from China, from Iran, okay? From all European nations in the EU, okay? It's going to be a destroying wind, nothing but radiation, okay? Zechariah 12 and 14, okay? So with that, I'm going to close it out. Just had to get that last precept. Shabbat Shalom. And to the sincere Akim, keep pushing. These are signs of the times. End times prophecy is happening. Kwam Yashala.